Cloudy, slightly windy day. Some might say the perfect conditions for a conference championship game. The top seeds have been vanquished. The top dogs have been put to rest. And two underdogs will face off to be the kings of the WHAC. Fifth-seeded Aquinas coming off wins against fourth-seeded Lawrence Tech, and first-seeded Indiana Tech will take on the third-seeded Concordia Cardinals, who have beat the sixth-seeded Taylor, and second-seeded Madonna. One more top 10 meeting, one more intense matchup, and one more gritty game for either team to claim the WHAC championship. Noah Finley joined by Matt Cordy in Ann Arbor, Michigan for the 2025 WHAC championship game. This will be a good one.
Absolutely. This is going to be a great game between two sides that are pretty familiar with each other. 10 times these teams have met. The Cardinals hold the all-time series 6-4, but the Saints won the most recent one. That was on this very same field earlier this season. Before that, the Cardinals had won the 3 before. So definitely a little bit of history between these two teams facing off now in this WHAC championship, and it's going to be a good one here. Two of the top teams in the NAIA. This WHAC conference is such a good conference across the board. It's not entirely surprising to see the 3 and the 5 seed make it to the championship. Really, every team that made it into the WHAC tournament for these teams, they were all at least receiving votes, if not 10th, or within the top 10 of the NAIA, as you can see there. We'll take a moment here for the prayer and the national anthem and join you with a look at the stats after this.
Pray for the safety of these athletes and that you would protect them from serious injury and harm. We pray all of this in the name of Jesus. Amen.
After the national anthem, let's take a look at the stats for these two teams. Pretty even across the board, as you can see on your screen. Goals per game, the Cardinals score about 1.5 goals more than the Saints on the season. Shots-wise, Cardinals shooting just 30 more on the year. And ground balls really even as well. Face-off percentages, they're two of the better teams in the WHAC when it comes to that perspective. Both of them over the 50% mark, even up closer to 55 or even 57 for Aquinas. And then save percentage, Cardinals have saved 54% of the shots faced and just about 1% below for Aquinas at 52.9. As we talked about, NAIA coaches poll, you see a lot of WHAC teams on there, really 5 through 9, all WHAC teams. Aquinas ranked 8th in the NAIA and the Cardinals 7th. Winner of this will go on and get an automatic bid to the championship down in Savannah, Georgia in just about 1.5 weeks. So let's take a look at the starting lineups here, Noah.
Yeah, first for the Saints, Reed Chastain, Oliver Moderman, Jaden Woodson, Colin Wildman, Blake Szymanski, Joe Bryson, Cade Linnemeyer, Jack Lustig, and Nico Kedridge. And then it'll be Austin Highnote in goal for Aquinas.
For the Cardinals, it'll be Joseph Loria in goal, second team all-conference in the WHAC in goal. Playing the field, Cooper Regimbal, Andrew Simmons, Nick Bradford, Ryan Davis, Gavin Scally, Josh Dews, Connor Prisbello, Richard Johnson, and Patrick Broderick. This is going to be one of the more exciting matchups you're seeing on your screen right now. This is Reed Chastain and Gavin Scally, the top two face-off guys in the WHAC. Scally, first team all-conference. Chastain, second team all-conference. We're in for the battle from the start. Going to have a face-off violation on Scally. It's Saints ball.
And now the WHAC championship game has started. It is the Saints with the ball first. TJ Murphy leads the team with 32 goals on the season. One of the guys the Cardinals will definitely have to keep their eyes on. It's Brady Whaling leading the team in points with 47. He's got 23 goals and is a great facilitator with 24 assists. Up top, it's Murphy. Looking to shoot. He'll back up. He'll send it to the side of the net. Back up top for Murphy. About 30 seconds left on the shot clock. They'll send it across. On the side, good defense so far by the Cardinals.
That was a good closeout there from Johnson.
Whaling out on the wing, looking to shoot. 15 on the clock. We'll send it across. The first shot goes wide and should be Saints ball. They are the closest to it with 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Not on frame, so no reset. They're going to have to get something off.
Linnemeyer will bring it in. Working behind the net. Shot clock winding down. Fire shot, but it's broken up by Presiblio. And now it's Michael Hart working for the clearance for Concordia.
Michael Hart, a cool story for the Cardinals. Been playing short stick mid defensively, but had to play some minutes as goalie at the beginning of the season as well. Done a lot for the Cardinals throughout the season. Here's Travis Wright. There's a lot of all-conference players between these two teams. Travis Wright, one of them for the Cards. Preston up top now.
Travis Wright is tied for a team high with 67 points, 48 goals, and 19 assists. And right there is the guy the Cardinals are going to want to have the ball, Cooper Regimbal. 53 goals on the season, the best single scoring season for the Cardinals as they send it all the way back.
And it went across without being touched by the Saints. Saints ball, so really an unforced turnover for the Cardinals. Not what they were looking for there. Really both teams' first possession, not able to get a shot on goal.
Kettridge over to Wildman. Saints working the ball around. Everybody's getting a touch. Up top, back to Wildman. We'll send it across, back to Wildman. Up top, he fires, and it goes wide. Loria may have gotten a piece of it.
And they will say he didn't. They would have reset if they did.
A little over 40 on the shot clock for the Saints. Lindenmeyer behind the net. Continue to move the ball pretty quickly. Out on the wing. Work it back up top. Cardinals doing a good job closing out any firing lanes from Aquinas. 12 to shoot, and it's blocked up front by the Cardinal defense.
Yeah, Johnson the one in the way this time. He scoops it up with the long stick. Flipping over for Loria, but a heads-up play. Kittredge intercepts.
Cardinal bodies going down. The Saints will slow it down. Cardinal turnovers have been a problem at times this season.
And I like the idea of trying to get into the crease. You got to get it there first.
Inside, and the Saints strike first. Oliver Moderman.
You hear a lot of fans for both sides here today. The Saints faithful happy with that one. Moderman gets his 22nd goal on the season. Just got too close to Loria for him to make a move on it.
And they'll take Scally out and put Bradford in.
Yeah, after
in
the
face-off
violation,
circle.
Scally has to sit out a face-off.
Bradford going up against the second team all-conference, and Hart able to scoop it up for the Cardinals.
That's a big win for this Cardinal side, especially having Scally out for that.
Send it back to Loria. Spencer Guppy has been the guy for the Cardinals this tournament. 6 goals, 2 assists versus Taylor. 4 goals, 1 assist against Madonna, including the game winner, which got them to this game with 11 seconds left. Has been playing extremely well. The Cardinals have a lot of pieces on the offensive side that they can feed the ball to. Here's Wright attacking. He fires, and it goes high. 40 seconds on the shot clock as Ryan Davis brings it in. Davis in from the corner. It's behind the net. Looking for an outlet. He finds Preston. Get it back to Wright. Right to Regimbal, now back to Guppy. Guppy up top trying to create some space. He fires, and it's broken up. Right back to Regimbal. Pass down low, Wright shoots, and it goes wide.
Sort of a no-look shot there, whipping it around the other direction. Just 10 seconds for the Cardinals to bring it in. Preston here guarded by Krosky.
Preston looking in the middle. Wright with the snag, and then the shot. Cardinals tie it up. Pass was a little behind Wright, but he brought it in and got the shot off in time.
Yeah, good response from this Cardinals side. Didn't have a lot of time left on the possession clock, but fired it in very well. A nice assist on that one.
As you mentioned, the Cardinal faithful showing up for this game. Not only is this a big game just for the lacrosse team, but this is potentially the last game that we will host here on campus. So more than just parents and families showing up to this game.
Yeah, this will be the last game ever at this stadium for Concordia, and probably the last game on this campus. Here's TJ Murphy, a second-team midfielder in the WHAC. He's going to pass over to Kittredge.
The Saints looking to respond to the Cardinal goal.
Good job by Bradford covering Whaling on that transition.
Pass down low, and it's knocked free.
Broderick using the long stick to knock it loose. This time the Cardinals will play it back to Loria. He's out of the crease, going to get some pressure here from Linnemeyer.
And Loria's got some speed. We saw him score earlier in the season as he came in as a defenseman. Maybe rather a midfielder.
Yeah, long stick midfielder is his former position. It's knocked out, and it will be Saints ball. I think Davis was the last one to touch it.
Physical play on Davis as it came free, and now he's going to give a little shoulder over to Murphy.
It's going to be a physical game all around, no doubt. Both these teams definitely have an edge to them.
Saints moving the ball quickly inside. Loria with the save. Right back to the Saints.
Great job climbing the ladder by Loria. Not an easy save right in front.
Out on the wing. Fired, and the Saints score. Alex Rollins puts the Saints back on top.
His 20th on the year.
6 goals scored by number 28, Alex Rollins.
Rollins, one of the seniors on this team, and a former teammate of Travis Wright. Both went to Troy Athens. Both seniors, so classmates all through high school. Chastain wins it.
Saints moving quickly. Moderman will play it back. to Wildman, and then Saints moving the ball around. Saints have done a good job once they can get inside. Been able to get just in front of the crease a couple of times already. Looking to extend their lead. Game the catch right now, Wildman. Just drive it down the right side. Back up top. Holmes to Wildman. Wildman gets inside, fires, and I believe Johnson broke that up.
Yeah, either Johnson or Keininger, or maybe even both. They collapsed in. Didn't really allow a quality shot.
20 seconds on the shot clock for the Saints. They lead 2-1. Holmes looking to shoot. Sean Stone with some pressure. Shot clock winding down on Aquinas. Pass it out. Wildman has to get it off. He does. Loria with the stick save.
Keininger closing out. Got in his face. Knocked out, though. Kittredge picks it up after Johnson loses it.
Pass down the field, and it's intercepted.
Frisbello timed that one perfectly, and they'll bring it across for the Cards. He's going to try to get rid of it with the long stick. Finds Wright.
Cardinals with a chance to even it up.
It's not going to be easy to clear the ball for either of these two sides. We're seeing that already today. Can't take anything for granted. They're going to challenge.
Guppy driving down low. He'll send it behind for Davis. Preston working left side. Back to Davis. He shoots and he scores. Ryan Davis ties it back up.
Love to see that from Davis. 22nd goal on the season. He's someone that leads the Cardinals in assists, but knows how to score it just as much. 22nd goal on the season, as I mentioned. Often playing behind the net. You saw him there. Bring it around. Quick shot, able to beat high note.
Scally versus Chastain again. And Scally will get his first face-off win of the day. Burst of speed down the left side.
He's got some room.
Chance for the Cardinals looking to take their first lead.
Smart to get it over to Mahoney. And now to Davis, who's coming all the way up top.
Pass was a little behind, an athletic play by Davis to reach back and bring it in. Guppy will slow it down. Right on the field. Preston waiting to enter for Scally, and he does.
Yeah, the Cardinals get their attackman out there. A good job from the face-off crew, winning that one, and all of them working together there. Mahoney in on it too.
Preston behind the net looking for Regimbal, in and out of the net. Now the Cardinals going to apply a lot of pressure. This one heaved down the field, and a successful clearance by the Saints, and a high pass turns the ball over.
Yeah, that was a good job from high note to Dosh. I don't know if that's exactly what he was trying to do, but it certainly worked out that way. Sort of just led him on the post route on the clear, but then they turn it over just as quickly. Here come the Cardinals. Blow brings it across.
High pass. Wright brings it in. Guppy on the far side. He'll send it back for Preston. Under 5 to go here in the first quarter. 2-2 game. Guppy, left side. Short dish to Simmons. Spin move. Down low, Davis has it knocked away. Fight for the ball is picked up by the long stick.
That was Bryson who broke that one up for the Saints. And a pass behind, but well brought in by Woodson. Second team long stick midfielder in the WHAC. Quick shot there coming from Moderman. Goes wide, and Loria with the hustle will win it for Concordia.
Gotta love to see the effort from your goalkeeper.
And just a heads-up play as well. Knowing no one really behind there for the Saints. Kittredge, the closest one there. Loria outruns him. Brisbello whips this one up towards right. It's loose, picked up by Brems.
Cardinal turnovers continuing to be an issue here early on. Kittredge will slow it down, setting it back for Murphy. Here's Whaling.
Cardinals were content to let Whaling drive to his right, but he decided not to there.
Murphy getting inside, Hart pushing him out, and Murphy scores.
Yeah, he went low and got past Loria. He did a good job not firing initially. I don't know if he would have scored, but got around another Cardinal or two, weaving through, and gets Aquinas the lead back.
Scored by number 44, TJ Murphy.
Scally versus Chastain again.
It's going to be a battle every single time.
And Scally, it's knocked down, flags come out. Scally still
The officials still convening here on what to call. No matter what, it's going to be on Woodson. Laid a hit there on Scally, and Scally was sort of pinned between Woodson and Chastain. And in the WHAC Championship, a fourth official is present for this, so he'll be in the penalty box as well. Already talking to Pete Trappa. Let's get the call.
.3 minutes. An unsportsmanlike penalty against the Saints. Cross-checking to the head was the call. And the Cardinals, a big advantage now here. Scally was able to walk off under his own power. Hopefully he's all right. Would be a big blow to the Cardinals, but they do currently have an advantage for pretty much the remainder of this first quarter.
You gotta imagine this is unreleasable as well.
Looking to tie the game back up. Right to Preston. Looking for an outlet. He goes behind the net to Davis. Guppy working in. Guppy dishes it to Davis. Preston up top now. Regimbal. Short pass to Guppy. Had it broken up. Davis will keep it in play. Short pass down low, jump shot spinning was Simmons, couldn't get it to go.
It's a big save there for High Note and the Saints. They can try to kill some of this now. Cardinals have scored on 50% of their man-up opportunities. Ball is loose around midfield, scooped up here by Dosh.
Guppy got tripped up. Imagine the Saints are just going to try and take as much time off the clock as they can. A little under 2 to go here in the first quarter.
I think it's also worth noting this is a Cardinal team has been on this stage before. Past 2 seasons, they've hosted the WHAC Championship after winning the regular season and getting it all the way to the final of the tournament. Both times they've come up short. Indiana Tech being the victor in the previous 2. Last year's even going to overtime. That was quite the exciting match. This is a hungry Cardinal team. Wants to try to get it on this final year.
Yeah, especially being here at home, hosting the championship game for the third year in a row and yet to come away with the victory. This one especially meaning a little extra to this team.
They're just going to toss it away. They milked those 80 seconds. And now the Cardinals going to have, I think, what should be about 52 seconds left of man-up opportunity, if my math is serving me correctly.
It's right on the near side. They're going to hustle to get their offensive personnel on the field.
We'll see how fast the Cardinals try to go. You don't want to force anything, yet you want to make the most of this unreleasable penalty and a turnover. Regimbal turns it over. And the Saints trying to get across midfield. It's going to hop around.
Cardinals should get this back. Richard Johnson had it, then lost it, flipped forward. Fight for the ball. And it's Prisbello coming away with it. Gets trapped and looking for Simmons. They can't connect. Errant passes now on both sides. And the time runs out on the first quarter. The Saints down 3 minutes. The Cardinals with a 3-minute man advantage, unable to get on the board. It's the Saints with a 3-2 lead here in the championship game after one. Back for the start of the second quarter. Game getting intense between these two sides, especially after the 3-minute illegal contact. Cross-check to the head towards the end of the first quarter. It's the Saints with the lead. They'll flip sides. And Scally wins the face-off. Fighting through some contact, gets it across for the Cardinals. He's going to stay on right now, trying to find a safe passing lane. Scally looking to attack. Finds Simmons. Scally is going to stay on the field. Cardinals looking for a different look offensively. Here's Wright. Going to the right side. Wright gets around the defender. Send it up top to Pat Bedelis, who sends it back for Preston. 30 seconds on the shot clock for the Cardinals. Here's Regimbal. Working his way inside. Fires low, and he scores. 3-3 ball game. What a shot by Cooper Regimbal to even the score. His first goal of the game. Both teams spreading the ball around offensively. 3 different goal scorers for each side. 14:01 to go in the second quarter. And a warning to the Saints side. And a violation on Scally. Cooper Krosky. Send it down low. Rollins will send it back for Murphy. Whaling, spinning. Send it over to Kittredge, now behind the net. Here's Whaling, over to Murphy. Nice spin move. He'll dish it. Short pass inside and broken up from behind. I believe it was Mahoney getting a stick in there. Right back to the Saints. Murphy will dish it. Back to Murphy. Fakes the long shot. Now Whaling. Guarded by Hart. Back to Murphy. Looking for a shooting lane. Whaling fires and goes wide. 8 seconds. No, they'll reset it to 60. Loria got a piece of it. A fresh shot clock for the Saints. Short pass from Murphy. He gets it back. Whaling's pass is broken up. Fight for the ball, and the Saints get it back. Murphy wants to shoot. Cardinals will back off. 20 seconds to shoot. Pass in between the legs. Excuse me, a shot between the legs from Moderman. His second goal of the game puts the Saints back in front.
Saints goal scored by number 7, Oliver Moderman. Assisted by number 23, Kay Linnemeyer.
Bradford in the face-off circle. And another face-off violation against the Cardinals. Chance for the Saints to extend their lead. Up top, it's Holmes. Holmes dishes it before he gets it back up top. Quick short passes from the Saints. Holmes fires and Loria makes the save. Reininger looking to clear it down the far side. Nice move to get by Kittredge. Kittredge goes off sides. The Cardinals will wait on the delayed penalty. Bradford will slow it down. Gets around his man. Low pass. Davis able to scoop it up. It's Preston now. Works to the middle. Gives it back to Wright. Wright. It's away from the defenders. Fakes the pass. And he shoots down low. Travis Wright with his second of the game. Ties it back up. The Cardinals have yet to lead. But every time the Saints score, they have a response.
Cardinal goal scored by number 2, Travis Wright.
4-4 game. 10:21 to go in the second quarter.
Attention fans, please refrain from using electronic noisemakers during play.
Scally back in the face-off circle. Cardinals have had some difficulty on the face-offs. A couple of violations against them. And it's popped up in the air and scooped up by Chastain. Saints looking to regain the lead after the Cardinals continue to tie it up. Murphy Send it to Whaling. Now Kittredge. Continue to pass the ball around the outside. Whaling back to Murphy. Wants to shoot. Nothing there. Kittredge fires, and it goes wide. .40 to go on the shot clock. Under 10 to go in the second. Pass back to Murphy. Quick ball movement. Down in the crease, and a diving shot. Saved by Loria. Great effort from Linnemeyer, but Loria somehow kept it out of the net. Guppy is able to get across midfield. Still seeing some pressure. He'll send it across for Wright. He's already got two. Cardinals moving quick. Davis wanted to shoot. And behind the back pass, misses the mark, and Guppy can't get there in time. Another Cardinal turnover. That's their 9th. High note coming out of the net. He's able to get rid of the ball. And finally he does. It's it downfield. Up top, it's Wildman. Over to Kittredge, now behind the net. Out on the wing, now up top. Fired and broken up by the Cardinal defense.
That was Hart getting in the way there, and Keininger picking it up.
Cardinals able to get it across. Wright spinning away from defenders. Now a burst of speed. Travis Wright gets it over to Regimbal. Short pass back to Wright. Cardinals looking for their first lead of the afternoon. Fakes the pass to Regimbal. Wright still has it. Backpedaling, looking for some off-ball movement. Takes it to the left. Right. Pass down low, and Simmons scores! Cardinals have their first lead of the day.
The big one for Concordia. I'm sure they would have loved to get it at the end of the first quarter there when they had the man-up opportunity. But they're finding ways to score even all square. A big goal. We'll see if this momentum continues for Concordia or if Aquinas is going to keep tying this game up. I'm going to guess this one's going to be down to the wire here, Noah.
From the looks of it, that certainly seems how this game will go, but it's the first time either team has scored 2 goals in a row. So some momentum favoring the Cardinals, and Scally wins the face-off. A big opportunity for the Cardinals. Neither team has led by more than one. Scally lost his man. Now Scally will come off the field.
To score 3 in a row would really be a big momentum shift in favor of the Cardinals. This is really how this conference has been all year, though. Anyone could beat anyone on a good day. Especially those top 6 teams are all so good and regarded within the NAIA. Here's Preston, guarded here by Bretz.
Preston, burst of speed, sends it across to Guppy. Guppy, jump shot, goes wide. 35 seconds on the shot clock. Ryan Davis will bring it back in. Davis looking at Guppy, cutting towards the net. He's finally able to get it back. Guppy looking for a man open. Finds Regimbal. Spinning. Short pass to Guppy. Guppy tries to center himself, sends it. Aldo Mea Hans, and that one deflected off of High Note. It's going to be a fresh shot clock for the Cardinals.
Yeah, good save there from High Note, but now the Cardinals get a fresh 60, like you said. We'll see what they do with it. Brett's guarding Preston once again.
Preston got around him. Thought we may see a shot there. Just under 5.5 to go in the first half. Wright creating some space. Opts not to shoot. Short pass down low for Regimbal. And he snuck it by High Note.
Yeah, Regimbal did a good job just getting around the defense in front of the crease. Took his time. Took a good shot. Maybe not the flashiest in the world. Just wrapped it around High Note. Cardinals up 2.
3 goals in a row out of the Cardinals. The crowd is coming alive. .5:16 to go in the first half. And Scally thought he may get it for a second. It's still loose. And call against the Cardinals.
Saints will get a chance now, one they really need. It's been the Cardinals just on tack for a solid portion of this game leading up to this.
Linnemeyer. Ball being worked around the outside once again. TJ Murphy looking to get something started. And the shot low is saved by Loria.
A little skip shot, and I think he was trying to go a little higher than that. Or maybe not. It was a good shot from Loria. Got down low.
Read it right off the shot. Now Hart working down the far side, able to get by Kittredge. Hart moving quick. Cardinals will slow it down. It's Wright standing at the 39. 4 minutes to go in the first half. The Cardinals have outscored the Saints here in the second quarter. Get it to Preston. Quick pass down low. Guppy shoots and he scores!
Such good passing from the Cardinals, and Guppy agrees. I mean, you see him going over there to Regimbal. Cardinals just finding the soft spot in the defense and taking advantage.
Guppy has been that guy in the tournament. Gets his first goal of the afternoon. Puts the Cardinals up 7-4. The offense is clicking. So is the defense for the Cardinals. Everything going right here in the second.
A big face-off won by Scally there. Cardinals get another chance on the attack. He's got some room. He's going to bring it up until he's met by someone. Passes across for Davis. And a timeout is called by the Cardinals. Cardinals up 7-4. Ty McGuire and Kyle Top are going to talk it over with the Cardinals side. They're going to try to go up with another look here at goal. 7-4 here in the WHAC Championship. We'll be back after this.
Cardinals break the huddle after Coach McGuire's timeout. 3.5 to go in the first half. The Cardinals already with a 3-goal lead. They've outscored Aquinas 5-1. Here in the second quarter, they're looking to extend their lead. They have the ball.
We'll see what Kyle Topper, sort of the offensive assistant for this Cardinal side, drew up.
Preston taking his time.
Krosky marking him. He's got Regimbal. Pass not the cleanest. Cardinals still have possession.
Cardinals in no rush. They get it back to Guppy. Feed the hot hand, trying to create some space. He'll send it across for Preston. And that will go out of bounds. It's Saints ball.
Not the outcome they were looking for. Unforced error, really.
Saints looking to get something going.
High note. Looking deep. But they will turn it over. Cardinal ball.
Chance for a 5th straight goal out of the Cardinals. It's been a 10-minute scoring drought for Aquinas. Travis Wright with the ball. Finds Guppy. Looking right side, he'll send it behind for Davis. Davis will bounce it back outside. Wright wanted to shoot. Opts to Preston instead. Nobody open. Preston holding on to the ball. Takes a look at the shot clock. Finally able to find Travis Wright up top. Wright spinning. Shoots left-handed shot and he scores again. 3rd goal from Travis Wright. His 5th point of the game. He is taking over for the Cardinals.
Yeah, and this Cardinal attack, any given day, could be any player. Travis Wright, the hot hand today. Cardinals are up 4 now. But I don't think any lead is too safe. Cardinals not going to be content with just a 4-goal lead. And you know the Saints are going to try to cut into that before halftime.
Both teams have been able to come back throughout the season, and Chastain able to secure the faceoff. We'll see some pressure, a big hit from Dews. The ball comes free, and Scally gets it back. And he'll opt it back to Loria, playing it safe.
He's going to look for Papadelis on the near side.
Cardinals can take this clock down to almost, or at least under 10, as Papadelis gets shoved out of bounds into Guppy and Maya Hans.
Going to have a timeout by the Cardinals. Might as well use that last timeout of the half. Talk about the last 69 seconds left here. We'll come back after this timeout.
out of the Cardinal timeout. 1:09 to go in the first half. It's an 8-4 Cardinal lead as they've now outscored Aquinas 6-1 in the second quarter. It's been over 11 minutes since the Saints have scored in search of a big goal here at the end of the first half.
We'll see if they want to take the last shot. A flag is thrown. Delayed penalty ensuing. It's going to be on Mason Blow.
Looks like a 1-minute penalty. It's called for slashing. 41 seconds left, so the Saints now with the man advantage. Will help them out as they try and get back into this game. Certainly not out of reach, but things have not gone their way here in the second quarter. Quick passes back and forth up top. Here's a shot from outside. Loria with the save. It's picked up off the rebound.
Murphy was
TJ
there.
Murphy.
Yeah, great initial save from Loria. A little bit off balance on the rebound. And Murphy's the last guy you want to have an open look in front of the crease for the Saints there. Took full advantage. Make use of the man-up opportunity and bring it back to a 3-point game. So that'll bring it back to full strength for the Cardinals. Releasable penalty on Blow.
And still enough time for either team to get another shot off. 14 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fight for the ball, kick forward. Scally in and out of the netting. Still fighting. Maybe not enough time.
It might be Chastain. He'll shuffle it over.
Knocked away. And time runs out on the first half. A dominant second quarter from the Cardinals. An 8-5 lead at the break. It's been Travis Wright doing it all. 3 goals, 2 assists for the Cardinal Hall of Famer.
We'll be back with a look at the first half stats heading in to the third quarter.
And we're back for the start of the second half in the WHAC Tournament Championship game. It's the Concordia Cardinals, the 3rd-seeded team, with the advantage over the 5th-seeded Aquinas Saints, 8-5, and the Cardinals win another face-off to start the second half.
Yeah, and face-offs has been pretty even. That now makes it 8-7 out of 15 attempts. Aquinas has won 8. So pretty even across the board there for the two sides. I talked about it earlier. Clears has been an interesting one. Cardinals have cleared, actually both these teams have cleared 60% of their chances. These are teams that are probably used to clearing at a higher percentage, but a lot of pressure from both sides. Nothing going to come easily trying to transition into the attack.
And we've seen a lot of turnovers forced that way. Once you try to get settled in on the offensive side, both teams have turned the ball over that way. The Cardinals looking to extend their lead early on here in the third quarter. It's Guppy driving left side. He'll dish it behind for Travis Wright.
You talk about turnovers. The Cardinals have turned it over 12 times compared to 9 for the Saints.
Wright spinning back up top. Send it back to Guppy.
Of those 12 times, Aquinas has forced it 11 times. So not necessarily unforced errors, but good job from the Aquinas defense causing turnovers. Guppy driving to his right, looking across. And that one going to find its way back to Preston. Only 10 seconds left to shoot now.
Wright centers himself, fires, and broken up. The Cardinals trying to say it was deflected.
Yeah, it went off the helmet of one of the defenders.
5 seconds, no fresh shot clock. Right off the inbound. That one goes off the stick of High Note. And now a fresh shot clock for the Cardinals.
I think that actually went off the shoulder of High Note. with 1 second left on the possession clock. But that means a save, a fresh 60 for the Cards.
High pass, Simmons brings it in. He'll send it back to Wright. He's been aggressive, and it's paid off. 3 goals, 2 assists for Travis Wright in the first half. He wants another and fires high. Davis will bring it back in. Full speed, gets out in front and just missed. Sent it wide left of the goal.
Yeah, he had a good look there. So I like the idea.
Cooper Regimbal back in, right in front of the crease, and goes off the crossbar. Wright, with some pressure and contact, he's able to hold on to the ball.
That means another fresh clock here. Cardinals doing a good job maintaining possession even after saves from high note.
Wright fires again and missed again. The Cardinals being very aggressive to start this third quarter, but they continuously get the ball back. Regimbal trying to work inside, splits the defenders. Can't squeeze it past high note, but Guppy gets it back.
It's a lot of work for this Saints defense. They've been at it for a while now. Inside is Simmons. Gets hit there from Wildman. Wildman, a first-team short-stick midfielder in the WHAC. Did a good job there breaking it up. The defense finally going to get a break for the Saints.
Seemed like the Cardinals may have been able to wear them down, but the Saints with a long stand.
They'll take getting worn down if they don't give up a goal. Preston just face guarding his man there and wailing.
Out on the wing, now up top, winding up and firing right past Loria.
Whaling did a good job setting a pick for Rollins across the way. Got around his man after Hart was taken down by the pick. Free range, got one past Loria. It's a 2-score game.
Back-to-back goals going back to the end of the second quarter now for Aquinas. Cardinals at 1 point led 8-4. Now it's 8-6.
This is such a fun atmosphere here at Cardinal Stadium. It's only fitting the last time a game will be played in here. It's going to be an intense one. Chastain wins it off the faceoff.
Pass behind the intended man, Moderman. He's able to bring it in. Kittredge will send it up top. Shorster. Moving the ball around on the outside, back to Shorster. Bradford in front of him, sends it over to Wildman. Shorster being guarded. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Saints looking for a third straight. Kittredge sends it back to Linnemeyer. Linnemeyer going for the wraparound, and that one may have gone off the post. Saints let it go out, and it'll stay with them.
It did not go off the post. They have to get this shot off in 7 seconds.
5 to shoot. Wildman fires, and that one goes wide. Loria the closest to it. The Cardinal defense comes up with the stand. Little no-look pass there to Loria, who finds Wright. Ton of space on the clearance. Papadelis back on the field. Right, going all the way back. They'll work Papadelis in. Right, takes it on the far side. Behind the net for Davis. Papadelis with the ball, goes right side. Winds up, fires, and goes wide. Davis the closest to it. Ryan Davis finds Wright. He's taken 9 shots today. Gets an opening on the left side, fires, and saved by High Note. Regimbal will bring it back in. Guppy looking for Papadelis, holds on to the ball. Takes it behind the net. Fighting through contact. Guppy has it knocked free, got it back. Sends it off to Papadelis, 35 on the shot clock. Papadelis, full speed behind the net. Fires and saved by High Note.
Yeah, I think he just fired that one because no pass was open. Over the stick of Davis, and it's brought in here by Bryson. But it might have been a little bit of a rush shot. There was still almost 30 seconds on the possession clock there for Concordia. Now here's the Saints with a chance to bring it within 1.
Closing in on halfway through this third quarter. Only 1 goal scored. It came from Alex Rollins. Low shot and saved by Loria.
Yeah, he was ready. Got the stick down. Caught it on the hop.
We'll send it back for Loria. Quick pass as he takes a hit. Got knocked down out of the crease, and a long pass up the field to Ross Preston. Seven minutes to go. Preston operating the offense from afar. Here he goes, left side. Preston shoots low, and he scores!
From distance as well. Maybe caught High Note off guard a little bit, but I love the shot there from Preston. And I think maybe sort of lulled the Saints defense in a little bit there, thinking, oh, they're going to use more of the clock that they have available to them. But instead, what a shot there from Preston. Already had 2 assists on the day. Gets his first goal.
Had 18 goals and 23 assists on the season.
Yeah, he's very much a facilitator for this offense, but he can score as well. Showing it off right there.
And Scally will tip it back for Bradford, who's able to scoop it up.
Great job by the face-off team there for the Cardinals. It's always a team effort for the 3 out there. Bradford gets by his man. Quickly marked by Wieshorster.
Right with the ball. He's had the ball with him a lot today. Whether it's just killing time, finding people open, or scoring himself. Preston looking for another. He sends it high. Another shot from deep. Be Ryan Davis. It's behind the net. Screen from Preston, that is. It's Regimbal with it. Spinning. Flips it behind the net for Davis. Davis on the wraparound, put it high.
Yeah, he had beat High Note, but also got past the goal.
Preston dishes to Regimbal. In close range, fighting off a defender. Tried to shoot it low, sent it wide.
Still 16 seconds here to shoot. Preston to bring in.
Preston, wraparound, goes wide right. 10 seconds. Make it 9 on the shot clock. At some point, you gotta stop trying to pinpoint it. You just gotta put it on the net. And Regimbal goes upstairs and scores his 3rd goal of the game. Cardinals lead 10-6.
George just backed up his man Lustig, and then a quick shot right in the face. Just got it past high note. A big goal there for Regimbal. So physical in the way he just backs down his opponent. Creates a little bit of separation and fires one.
Ball is knocked free and picked up by Moderman.
Much needed face-off win for the Saints. Saints had rattled off 2 goals, but the Cardinals responded back with 2 of their own. We're back at a 4-score game now.
Murphy takes it back and then sends it over to Whaling. Now behind the net. Murphy wants to shoot. He does and sends it wide left. Linnemeyer, the closest, as it trails out of bounds.
4 goals by no means an insurmountable hill to climb. Cardinals came back from a 4-goal deficit in the semifinals at Madonna.
And that was in the 4th quarter alone.
So under 20 minutes left for the Saints to try to do that themselves. They have the firepower to do so. Mahoney just not letting Murphy go anywhere.
For the Saints, they led a large portion of their semifinal game against Indiana Tech, and the Warriors were able to storm back, not quite able to knock off the Saints, but kept it close down the stretch as the Cardinals force a turnover, and Hart tries to kind of slam dunk it right into the net of Loria.
Yeah, just put it in the crease where only Loria can pick it up. Heads up play there from Hart. Hart and Mahoney were the ones that collapsed in, forced that turnover. Good job from Hart controlling it, not trying to do too much, get it back into a safe spot. And now the Cardinals are on the attack.
Some high fives for Hart after the defensive effort as he heads to the sideline. Papadelis looking right side. Gets knocked down. Ball comes free and scooped up by the Saints. They're going to call a violation against Aquinas. Cardinals retain possession.
It's a big one for Concordia. Another 60. Preston going to get things started.
Preston goes left side. Dishes it to Wright. Wright gets bounced outside. He'll find Regimbal. Looking for a screen from Wright. Goes down low. Regimbal, point blank, couldn't hit. And it'll be Saints ball. 2.5 to go in the 3rd.
I know, looking up the middle here with Wieshorster. He's going to wheel it around across midfield.
Been a pretty clean game with all the emotions and intensity throughout this game. Both teams have done a pretty good job avoiding the penalties.
Let's hope it stays that way.
Quick passing from the Saints.
And Loria snagged the one out of the air. Us, including with a lot of the players on the field, I don't think knew who had it. Keininger with the quick clear for Concordia. Over to Bradford.
He'll dish it to Guppy. Cardinals waiting on the right personnel. Preston comes in from behind. Guppy waiting on him for a shorter pass. Cardinals could hold the ball all the way down to 30 seconds is when the shot clock will run out. Probably wait till about 20 seconds on the shot clock to really get anything moving. Under a minute to go.
So we have a 30-second difference here.
Right now at 20, there goes Preston. Goes right side. Surveying the field, finds Regimbal. Back to Preston. Back to the middle. Over to right. Centers himself. Lots of traffic. He fires in through the 5-hole. Split the legs of High Note. And Travis Wright is having a legacy game.
And I think they're going to call it off, actually. Maybe not. Goal will count. I think High Note was trying to argue that it should not have counted, but the referees say it will hold. Gotta remember what I was trying to say there before that happened. No, it will be. Maybe something that happened after, and it'll be Aquinas ball.
Goal will stand, it appears. A 5-goal Cardinal lead, 11-6. Final 20 seconds of the third. Ten to go in the third. Good defense by the Cardinals. Saints need to get a shot off. Kittredge tries to bounce it past Loria. The Cardinal defense with a big stand at the end of the third. 11-6. The Cardinals are closing in on the tournament championship. The Cardinals are 15 minutes away from glory. They've won the regular season in 2023 and 2024, looking for their first tournament championship. They have a 5-goal lead against the Saints here on their own turf in front of tons of family, friends, and Concordia fans. But at this point still, even with the 5-goal lead, even though you're still almost doubling up Aquinas, it still needs to be all gas, no brakes.
Yeah, this is not anything official yet here. This WHAC season has been just so closely contested all the way around. This face-off also going to be that way as well. These two teams, it's going to go down to the wire. And we'll have to see on Monday with the selection show, but would not be shocked to see both these teams make it to the NAIA tournament as well. Bradford going to pick it up for the Cardinals, but with there being 4 at-large bids in the NAIA this year, I mean, automatic berth to whoever wins this game in 15 minutes, but then the runner-up in the WHAC likely going to get an at-large, and we might even see 1 or 2 other teams in the WHAC get one as well. The WHAC conference has been so good this season.
Indiana Tech has already earned their auto bid.
There actually is no auto bid for the regular season. Sorry to correct you there, Noah.
No, I appreciate it. I was unaware of that.
You have to have 12 teams in a conference to be able to do that. Only 8 in the WHAC with men's lacrosse. So the past 2 years, the Cardinals have made it to the NAIA Championship tournament that has been as an at-large bid, even though they had won the regular season. Here's Regimbal, backing up his man again.
Been very physical down low. Here's a pass to Wright. And High Note got a piece of it. They'll reset to 60. Travis Wright has had an unbelievable game. He's put this team on his back along with Cooper Regimbal. 4 goals, 2 assists so far for Wright. 3 and 1 for Regimbal. Preston will bring it in with some speed. Finds Wright. Wright goes left side. Middle of the field. Lost his man. Fires, and that one goes high. A prime opportunity for Travis Wright.
He was looking top shelf there all the way. I think he also knew if he missed, Regimbal was back there, it would stay with the Cards like it did.
A lot of the shots from the Cardinals have been high. They continue to attack in the top half of the net.
We've seen the opposite from Aquinas. They've been trying to go low on Loria. Once again, Wright misses high. Still 19 seconds here.
And maybe that was something, kind of on the scouting report, that maybe High Note does better making saves in the lower portion of the net, but maybe not so well, or not as well on the top half. Preston lost the ball. Great defensive play by the Saints. And now the Cardinals going to put
Cross midfield and brought in. Dumped ahead here for Dosh.
Whaling wants to shoot, trying to work further inside. Down low and point blank range. Linnemeyer with the big goal for the Saints.
Just the 4th player to score so far for Aquinas, and that's a big one for Linnemeyer. Got in Loria's face and just put it over top.
Big face-off coming up. Aquinas trailing by 4. Would love a chance to cut even deeper into the lead. Scally really didn't have a chance. It looked like he had his stick tied up. And now another long fight for the ground ball. Bradford gets knocked down from behind.
And finally whistled dead.
And now here we go. The emotion starting to come out. A big goal from Aquinas. And then another long scrap for the ball. The Cardinals do get awarded the ball after Bradford got knocked down from behind, then got landed on. He's going to take off right off the whistle. Finds Simmons, who will send it back for Guppy.
Hans in there as well. He has the ball now.
Yeah, Hans will send it back. Behind the net is Davis. And now Guppy, who will take it behind himself. Regimbal going to work behind the net, lost his man.
And then he went in the crease himself. Turns it over. So much of his momentum backing up Lustig. I mean, it brought down Lustig, but also brought down himself.
Yeah, I think once Lustig went down, still trying to move your body in that direction with a lot of force. As you said, his momentum kind of took him there. As Preston kind of took an elbow heading to the sideline. Here's a shot from deep, goes wide left, and
Loria the closest one there.
More and more physicality.
That's a tough pass from Prisbello all the way up to right. Working against Kittredge through the middle and across midfield.
Able to split the defenders.
He's just surrounded by maroon jerseys right now. Just going to hold on to it now. Eventually gets it over to Wright. Excuse me, to Hart.
Wright does such a good job once he gets trapped. He's just able, he's so bouncy and shifty. He's able to work his way around defenders. It looks like it's going to be a Cardinal timeout. 10 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in the final quarter of the WHAC Championship game. The Cardinals with the 4-goal lead.
We should be in. I think so. But coach is saying we may not be. It's all on the coach.
10 minutes to go to earn the WHAC championship. Both teams back on the field after the Cardinal timeout. Concordia with the 11-7 lead over Aquinas. The Cardinals lost to Aquinas in the regular season meeting 11-7 here in Ann Arbor. So far, things have been a different story, but still a lot of time left on the clock. Regimbal. Physicality inside, sends it wide left.
Preston to bring it in, guarded here by Krosky. And Krosky just loses his footing.
Preston slipping a little bit as well.
Rained a lot here in Ann Arbor last night.
Davis
Pass
finds
was
Wright.
low, but Wright hauled it in pretty well.
Wright looking behind the net, lost his man. Wright, physical play, jump shot, trying to bounce it past high note.
They're going to
Preston,
have 4
the closest.
seconds to shoot here.
Will have to be a quick pass and then a quick shot. Long pass and knocked down. High note will pick it up. And he turns it over. An empty net for Ryan Davis. Make it a 5-goal lead for the Cardinals.
Yeah, the Cardinals weren't able to get a shot off, turned it over, but got it back just as quickly. Ryan Davis isn't going to miss that one.
9 minutes to go. The Cardinals starting to smell it.
Means so much to this Cardinal fan base. Probably the last game ever to be played on this campus. Certainly the last game on this field.
And another post-goal violation or penalty against the Cardinals means no face-off. Once again, you just gotta kind of keep your emotions in check. As Aquinas is working inside before they'll have to bounce it out. Lindemeyer. Whaling sends it across. Working inside and sneaking by Loria. Corey Holmes. Excuse me, make that.
That was
Alex Rollins.
Yeah, Rollins getting the hat trick there. Did a great job. He had the option to shoot from distance, but had a man in his face. A little pump, get past him, take the higher quality shot. A good job from Rollins there to bring it within 4 for the Saints. Just a quality shot there from the senior. So the Troy Athens boys leading each team respectively, Travis Wright and Alex Rollins.
And Scally tips it to himself, a big face-off win.
Worth noting, Richard Johnson also from Troy Athens for the Cardinals, but a turnover going the other way now.
Cooper Krosky finds Whaling, working inside, back-to-back goals for the Saints. This game's not over yet. Some hope for Aquinas.
Absolutely, that was a great shot there from Whaling. Just swept one in past Loria. He's been so good getting down low when he has to, but that one was so quick, really in transition. Cardinal defense didn't get a chance to really set things up the way they might have preferred. It's only a 3-goal game now, and that can change in a moment. A big face-off here, it feels like. Momentum starting to creep back towards the Saints. Another face-off win for Chastain. Moderman.
Saints are moving quickly. Linnemeyer. Send it over to Whaling. Linnemeyer sends it across to Moderman. Now Murphy has a lane, fires. Loria made the save, and he's able to locate it.
Kept it in the crease.
Didn't know where the ball went. He was able to turn back around and find it.
I think he actually stopped that one with his legs.
Now Bradford, somehow holding on to the ball, gets lifted into the air.
He held on to that one for so long, and finally a whistle blows it dead. Still Cardinal ball. He was propped up in the air between at least 2 or 3 Saints and didn't have it jostled loose until the very end there. Draws a penalty. Cardinals have it on the attack. And now they're going to reset to 80 here after that penalty.
Do you think the Cardinals need to be more aggressive or maybe try and kill some clock here with the way that the Saints offense has been moving?
I think it's trying to ride that line there. Healthy amount of both. Maybe not taking shots in the first 20 seconds of the possession, but if you have any sort of quality look, you need to take it. Hans here guarded by Bretz. Looking to pass. He's going to hold on to it and back into the corner.
It appears the Cardinals are trying to kill at least a little bit of clock. Hans sends it up top, a couple of Cardinals, Wright, and then Regimbal, who was able to bring it in. Now just backing his man down before backing outside.
He's got Guppy guarded here by Dosh. Hits the turf, holds onto it, spun around, tied up a little bit, flag thrown, delayed penalty coming. Now Guppy just going to calm the offense down, get a quality shot. If not, they're going to get another chance here with a man-up opportunity.
20 seconds on the shot clock. It gets knocked free from Ryan Davis, but the Cardinals get the penalty called on the Saints.
And heads up on Joe Bryson there. I mean, technically not really a turnover created there, but at least stops it here and going to let the penalty kill team come in here for Aquinas. So it's going to be Dosh in the box. Pete Trapp going to talk with the head official about it, and nothing's going to change there.
Only be 30 seconds on the man advantage. A fresh 60 on the shot clock. Guppy to Regimbal.
I'd expect to see a shot here with probably around 40 to 35 seconds on the possession clock. So that'll be towards the end of the man opportunity. Or maybe they don't care. We'll see. Regimbal weaving his way through the defense.
Sends it over to Guppy.
And now we are back even. Inside is Simmons. And the Cardinals score. It doesn't matter if it's a man up or not. They're able to sneak one past high note and make it a 4-score game.
Big goal for the Cardinals. Under 6 to go. 5:45. It's back to a 4-goal lead. And now the Cardinal fans a little more excited after previously giving up 3 of the last 4 goals. 13-9. The WHAC championship on the line for Aquinas. Everything on the line for Concordia. And now here's Wright with a ton of space. He's gonna shoot it, and he scores!
Coming off from the bench, had so much room in front of him. That's not the person you want to leave in the open. He capitalizes. Still a lot of time left. But this Cardinal team finding ways to score and keep that advantage at a semi-comfortable space.
Travis Wright with his 5th goal of the game. Make it 7 points for number 2.
Picked up by Bradford, and he's off to the races. A big face-off win for Concordia. Able to control the next 80 or so seconds.
Bradford's been very reliable for the Cardinals, picking up very important ground balls.
Absolutely, and that's a big reason why he was named second team WHAC All Conference as a short stick defensive midi.
I like the pass there as he was going down too. Didn't get it right to Guppy, but kept it alive, and he knew he had his own teammates in the area.
Yeah, between Wildman and Bradford, we have the top 2 short stick defensive midfielders in this game within the conference. Important position, they do so much. Here's Wright driving to his right.
Fake
He'll
the
take
pass.
some time.
Fake the pass up top. Instead, he kept it. Here he goes behind the net. 4.5 to go. Not going to see a whole lot of urgency from the Cardinals, but it's Regimbal down low, creating space. Behind the back pass. What a pass! What a goal! Andrew Simmons puts the Cardinals up 6.
Put that one on your highlight reel. He's breaking out the periscope. Maybe even something bigger there. What a pass and what a shot there. It's such a beautiful job from Regimbal behind the back. Simmons caught it, one-timed it. A little bit of flair there for the Cardinals. Hats off with the Hattie as well.
(15-9). Scally trying to track it down, and he does. Splits the defenders. Gavin Scally with even more room.
And I love it, not trying to be overly aggressive, not trying to take it in front of goal. Find some space. We're going to get, I believe, a timeout called here. Less than 4 minutes remaining in the WHAC Championship. Automatic bid to the NAIA Championship on the line. Cardinals up 6.
back out of the timeout. 3:53 to go. The Cardinals with the 6-goal lead as they are closing in on their first WHAC Tournament championship. They've won the regular season 2 times in the last 3 years.
The past 2 years, they've won the regular season. Before this year, that is. Hence why I'm getting a weird look from you, but a loose ball picked up there by Sorecho. Long pass from High Note.
Long pass pays off, and good job holding onto the ball through contact. Delayed penalty coming up on the Cardinals. Winding up Loria with the save. Cardinals trying to end this right now. The Saints score!
What a shot there from Moderman. Second chance opportunity for the Saints. Got it on the delayed penalty before they even had a man in the box. Flag should be waved off after the goal, unless they're going to elevate it at all. But talking about the WHAC tournament, past 5 years it's happened. It didn't happen in 2020 because of COVID. But Indiana Tech has won it the past 5 times. Neither of these two teams have won the WHAC tournament, so we're going to have a new WHAC champion one way or the other. And the Cardinals will be the first time a 3-seed has won it since 2017 when Lourdes was victorious. So Connor Prisbello will be in the box here for the Cardinals.
Saints timeout is called with 3:16 to go.
Yeah, Pete Treppa going to talk it over here with his squad. 5 goals, 3 minutes, certainly possible, especially having that man up opportunity.
Yeah, they're down, but they're certainly not out. Seen mainly the Cardinals really go and score in bunches, but we've seen the Saints score 2 in a row a couple of times. If they can get something going here, if they can at least get in the heads of Concordia and make them start doubting a little bit, they can take advantage of that and get themselves right back in this game. Because the Cardinals, they've led by 4 or 5, even 6 at one point, but the Saints, they're still fighting. They're not going anywhere. They're going to fight this till the very end.
Without a doubt. A lot on the line here, a first WHAC championship, tournament championship at least, on the line. Ticket to Savannah as well. Here's Chastain and here's Scally. It's been quite the battle all game long between these two.
And Chastain goes down, still loose.
Deuce trying to knock it loose, but eventually coming away with it is Wildman.
Fought hard to retain possession, but now under 3 to go, they'll have to move quick. Wildman fires, Loria with the snag.
Yeah, cleanly getting it with the stick. Offloads here for Hart.
Cardinals trying to keep their composure. On the offensive end, 2.5 to go. The Cardinals, they're just going to run around. They can taste it. They can smell it. They just got to run around, kill the clock, and not leave any time for the Saints to get back in this game.
Absolutely.
Low pass, well played by Preston.
Emotions are going to be high, so both these teams are going to have to try to keep a level head.
30 seconds on the shot clock. Villa Gomez just running around.
High Note all the way out. He sort of knows they're not going to take a shot unless they really have to this early. And he's out there guarding Simmons right now, an open net. So it's tempting the Cardinals to try to take a look.
They'll send it back. Simmons, an open net, and the dagger.
Simmons again with the open net goal. Doesn't matter, counts all the same. High Note was out there guarding him. Now Highnout's got his hands on his knees. Simmons takes advantage. Cardinals up 6 with under 2 minutes remaining.
This game is all but over.
And I don't mind that from the Saints there. I mean,
You got to do something.
You essentially get an extra defender out there, sort of like pulling your goalie a little bit in hockey, but instead he's defending there still.
There's nothing really they can do. I mean, Concordia, they're just going to run away from you. You got to take away any passing lanes. You got to do something. You can't just stand there. So I do agree with you. Like, it's not a bad decision from High Note. The Saints need to field the ball, and they do. It's finally knocked free by Keininger. He gets knocked over. He doesn't even have the ball. It's Scally.
So Rayco had won it, but then a good job from Keininger knocking it out and Scally picking it up. There is a little bit of a difference between possession and game clock.
I think 13 seconds.
A lot of times you'll see teams just hold on to the ball and take the turnover. Ty McGuire going to pump up the crowd. CUAA chants starting to ring out in the stadium.
Travis Wright, the man of the game.
Double team is just going to run around his opponents over to Hans. Starting to feel real for the Cardinals now. Over Papadelis, ball is loose, but he'll scoop it up.
Travis Wright, Hall of Fame game for a Hall of Fame player. 5 goals, 2 assists, and he's done everything that the Cardinals need. Whether it's running around and keeping the ball away from the Saints, facilitating the offense, finding the open man, or making big-time goals. Davis will just add another as he waves the Saints goodbye.
The Cardinal fans on their feet now. 20 seconds remain. This Cardinal team just moments away from securing their first ever tournament championship here in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. And Michael Hart going to go out there for the face-off.
Why not? He's done just about everything. Now you got some pushing and shoving going on the far side. Mentioned earlier, played goal a little bit this year for the Cardinals. And now he's going to win the face-off. Michael Hart just going to run around for the final 10 seconds. Still on his feet. They're still trying to knock it free. And Hart just going to toss it up in the air. Time runs out on the Saints, and the Cardinals will reign over the WHAC.
Players going to storm the field there for one last time. Storybook ending to their time here on Cardinal Field. Cardinal Stadium going to ring out in joy here. The Cardinals set out for this very moment from the beginning of the season. They're going to come away with the victory. Sideline, all hugs as well. There's such an emotional moment here at Cardinal Stadium. They're headed to Savannah as the WHAC champions.
And it wasn't necessarily the easiest season for the Cardinals. They've faced so many difficulties, so many different bumps in the road. But the adversity of this team to triumph everything that stood in their way, all the tough teams that they faced, all the small and big bumps in the road, they overcame everything. And now they are WHAC champions.
Yeah, and they're going to get to hoist that trophy. They've hosted some regular season ones, but now they got the chance here to lift the tournament one. Such a great moment here, Ferry Field at Cardinal Stadium. Last game ever played on this turf, and it's a special one here for the Cardinals. One they will never forget. Now as for Matt Cordy and Noah Finley, thanks for tuning into today's game. Games throughout the years, so many different sports, events here at Concordia. We thank you for tuning in throughout all of them. So thanks again for tuning in. Make sure to stay around for the trophy presentation, and go Cards.
one more time for your WHAC runner-ups, the Saints of Aquinas College. Fans, at this time, if you would turn your attention to the field, as the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference Commissioner, Eric Ward, will be presenting the Conference Tournament Championship. Accepting the trophy will be head coach Tom McGuire of your Concordia Cardinals. Cardinal Stadium. Have a safe trip back home to Grand Rapids and better luck next year. Congratulations once again to the 2025 WHAC champion, your Concordia Cardinals!
cake for my birthday. Yeah. Closing our houses and opening businesses. We went to college and finished it.